Hi everybody, Dan Illman, Mike Beer. Race number 6 at Gulfstream Park on Saturday is the Grade 3 Palm Beach Stakes. All of our stakes previews on DRF.com this weekend, presented by DRF Bets. You know the drill, $200 free bet for new signups, no deposit required when you go to DRF.com/join and type in the promo code FREEBET09. Let's take a look at this field of 3-year-olds getting set to go a mile and a 16th on the turf at Gulfstream in the Palm Beach. Speed Franco, the number 1, a Keeneland grad, is your 9-5 morning line favorite. All he's done is win 3 of 4, is a length away from being undefeated in his career. The Dania Beach last time, he tracked Gadoo, the runner-up, a stretch out for Todd Pletcher, and maybe that horse just didn't see out the distance. Speed Franco got him in the shadow of the wire, but this horse's speed makes him dangerous yet again.
Yeah, it really does. And you're right, he had to sit off that stretch out sprinter last time, but he was able to do that. He's 3 for 4 lifetime. He's actually run really well in all 4 of his starts. The one loss on his card 2 starts back, he basically had an impossible trip in that race. I mean, I don't know why they decided to take him back off the pace that day, but they walked on the lead. He tried to come widest through the turn. He got right up there into contention. He just got outfinished at the end, but he actually ran really well. He's just going to go right to the front in this race. It looks like there's really no other speed to go with him, and he's going to be super hard to run down here. He's way the horse to beat as far as I'm concerned.
Timeform US agrees with your pace assessment. As we see from the pace projector, not only is Speed Franco on the lead, but that blue bar indicates that our friends at Timeform US believes this race will favor horses on or near the early lead. So a major advantage for the 1, Speed Franco. Let's talk about the 7, Hawkish, 8-1 on the morning line, but something tells me he's going to take a little bit more money. He made his debut for the great Jimmy Toner on January the 6th, and he closed like a car in the stretch, and he was flattered when the third finisher, Funny Duck, came back to win with a 76 Beyer speed figure. Yeah. I think it's too early to label him as a one-run closer. Maybe he can be adaptable to the pace with Jose aboard.
Yeah, I think he can, actually. When you go back and watch the replay of that first race, he actually got forward from the gate in that race. It looked like he just got himself into a little bit of traffic and lost all that position that he had gained early, and then he was just in behind horses down towards the inside. I loved the run he put in from the top of the stretch to the wire. I mean, he just came and ran that field over, and it was actually, he won it by a half length, but it was strong handling at the end. You could tell he was going to run that field down, and he did. I will say this about that race, though, when you go back and watch it. They were racing in front of this horse, and, you know, maybe he was going to be more forward anyway, but as it turned out, getting back off the pace in that race and saving ground turned out to be a really good thing, because they were racing in front of him, and then he came and finished at the end. If you could lock in the 8-1 for me right now, you could probably sign me up, because I do think this horse is going to be pretty good. I think you'll be lucky to get half that.
Speed Franco, the morning line favorite. I wouldn't be surprised if Therapist challenges him for that role at post time. Trained by Christophe Clement, this horse is undefeated from 3 starts, is a multiple stakes winner, and is getting Lasix for the first time. Therapist earned a 76 Beyer as a 2-year-old. If he can build on that, he might be pretty good.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, he's going to have to probably take a step forward in this race, but there's no reason that he can't do it undefeated as a 3-year-old. I was a little surprised that he was able to win the Awad in his most recent start when they stretched him out. He had run really well in his first 2 starts sprinting, and I just sort of looked at him and felt like this horse might be a closing sprinter. And I didn't love him stretching out to the mile last time, but he got it done.
Nipawa, the number 4, scored last time out. His first time as a 3-year-old from Mark Casse. Here's a positive formulator fact for the Casse barn. Past 3 years, last out maiden winners going second off the layoff in turf routes. 3-year-olds, 36%, a $3.60 ROI. One of the horses he beat came back to earn a 75 Beyer in a runner-up effort.
Yeah, he ran well last time. He got such a perfect trip in that race. Just sort of sitting in behind 2 huge long shots up on the pace, and then once he found room to run in the stretch, that was as easy as you can win a horse race. It was a nice step forward for him. I thought his debut at Saratoga last year was actually pretty good. I thought that was a good field, and I thought he ran well that day. He got kind of a, you know, it was Castellano, so I don't want to, you know, knock anything about that trip too much, but that Travers Day race, the second start, he got a terrible ride that day, and he didn't run as poorly as it looks.
The 3 is Renaissance Frolic. I tried to make him last time out in the Grade 3 Dania Beach. I thought he had a little traffic in this previous start, the Kitten's Joy against Flame Away, and he just didn't produce at 19-1. And to me now, he's looking like the kind of horse that is just a pace-aided closer, and I'm not sure he's going to get that setup here. Yeah, he does switch to Javier.
It's not supposed to set up that well for him, but we'll see what happens if Speed Franco goes. I mean, I don't know who goes with him to push this pace along, and if this horse, Renaissance Frolic, doesn't catch it feels like a pretty big pace in front of him. He's going to have his work cut out for him.
I Have a Jedi is going to be one of the bigger prices on the tote board. This horse had just a ridiculously bad trip, 2 starts back, off 3 lengths slow, almost bounced off the rail early. He came with a little bit of a run. All in all, I'm not sure I really loved that race. Last time out, he didn't break again, and it's becoming a habit where if he breaks 4 lengths slow against this field, how is he going to win?
Yeah, he can't give away any early position in a race like this because he's just facing better horses here.
Let's take a look at our top picks for the Palm Beach Stakes. You're going with Todd Pletcher's number 2, Maraud, a winner last time out. 2 next out winners have come out of that race, one earning an 86 Beyer speed figure. I just have a feeling maybe it took a couple of races to get this horse's feet underneath him. He's always shown a little bit of quality.
Yeah, he was pretty good as a 2-year-old last summer. I thought he ran really well in his first 2 starts. He was a little disappointed in the pulpit. Speed Franco just sort of got to the front, opened a huge lead on that field, and this horse got a little tired in the stretch. Maybe he just needed that race because he bounced back in a pretty big way last time. He did get a good trip and ride from Irad in that race, but he also really ran through the stretch, and I like the way that he finished that race off. We can probably keep Speed Franco within range, at least in this race, and then maybe he can run him down.
Do you want to try to push that horse early or hope someone else does the dirty? We can settle into the pocket behind him?
I don't know that he needs anybody to push that horse. I think Johnny V's got to get him forward, though. Maybe he's the horse who's sitting second behind Speed Franco in here, and then he can gun him down in the stretch.
You're going 2-7-1-4. Your top pick, Maraud, 3-1 on the morning line. How do you play the multis?
Yeah, I like Maraud in this race. I probably didn't give Speed Franco enough credit putting him third, but they're going to probably be my 2 main horses in the multi-race ragers, the 1 and the 2. I'm going to use Hawkish because I think there's a chance he could be pretty good. I'm just worried that he's going to offer less than ideal value in this. I think this horse is getting bet.
I'll go with Speed Franco. I just think that the pace edge might be very, very tough for these horses to overcome. 9-5 on the morning line, not a great price at all, but in the multis I use him. I use Maraud. I might use Therapist as a backup. He's done nothing wrong, but I'm not completely convinced yet, despite his 3-for-3 record. Mike's going 2-7-1-4. I'll go 1-2-6-3 in the Grade 3 Palm Beach Stakes, race number 6 at Gulfstream. If you're playing from home, again, please consider this great deal. DRF Bets, new DRF Bet signups get a $200 free bet, no deposit required. DRF.com/join. Please use the promo code FREEBET09 and approximate post time for the Palm Beach, 2 o'clock Eastern. Best of luck.